In the late 1980s, Hollywood was shaken by a completely different presence. He didn't have Schwarzenegger's exposed muscles, nor Jackie Chan's acrobatic agility. Tall, dressed in black, with an icy gaze and a striking ponytail, Steven Seagal introduced the world to an almost mystical martial art, Aikido. Seagal sold the image of a man who resolved conflicts with minimum effort and maximum brutality. But behind the smoke and mirrors of movie sets, a question began to echo through the martial arts community in Hollywood. Who is Steven Seagal, really? A legitimate master or one of Hollywood's greatest marketing creations? Let's look at the facts. Away from movie scripts, Seagal's martial journey began with an undeniable truth. He traveled to Japan in the 1970s and dedicated himself seriously to Aikido. He didn't just train under great masters. He achieved the historic feat of becoming the first Westerner to legally open and operate an Aikido dojo in Japan's Tenshin Dojo in Osaka. His contemporaries from that era confirm it. The young Seagal was incredibly technical, fast, and commanded respect. He earned a 7th degree black belt, a highly advanced and entirely legitimate rank. Up to this point, the story of the American warrior in the East was absolutely real. The problem began when the dojo was traded for the spotlights of Los Angeles. In 1988, with Above the Law, Seagal became a superstar. Audiences loved his devastating wrist locks. But along with cinematic fame came an almost obsessive need to inflate his own past. Seagal began telling stories that defied reality. He claimed to have personally trained under the legendary founder of Aikido, Morihei Ueshiba, something chronologically impossible given the year Seagal arrived in Japan. He hinted at working secretly for the CIA, executing tactical missions around the globe. In his interviews, he was no longer just an actor who knew how to fight. He presented himself as an insurmountable living weapon. The line between the man and the character had vanished. In the real world, however, legends usually collide with practical tests. The most infamous incident occurred behind the scenes of the 1991 film Out for Justice. Seagal reportedly declared that due to his Aikido training, he was completely immune to chokeholds and submissions from anyone. Legendary judoka and stuntman Gene LeBell, known as the godfather of grappling, accepted the challenge. What followed backstage became absolute Hollywood folklore. LeBell applied a rear-enclosed choke, and Seagal passed out within seconds. Though Seagal denies the event to this day, numerous eyewitnesses from the set confirmed the story. The illusion of cinematic invincibility had been broken by the realism of the ground game. In recent years, Seagal has become the target of internet memes for bizarre martial arts demonstrations, where opponents seem to fly away at a simple wave of his hand. He became a cartoonish figure, but reducing his entire career down to his exaggerations would be a mistake. The truth about Steven Seagal is dual. He was, indeed, a highly talented martial artist who helped popularize Aikido on a global scale and brought a raw, realistic action style to the screen. But he was also a victim of his own ego, buried under a mountain of myths he created to sustain an image of immortality. If you love uncovering the secrets behind cinema's biggest names, leave a like. Subscribe to Planet Earth for more deep investigations. And comment below to you, was Steven Seagal a legitimate master or just a great actor? I am Planet Earth, and truth is our only pursuit.